Howdy folks, welcome to episode 26. Today we are going to look at some more of the experimental features. And so first I wanted to show you on here a few of the things they added. So they added a lock code, so you can put a lock code on your, basically a password. You can password protect all of your cargo boxes and constructors, and it doesn't look like the fuel tanks, but yeah, so you can do that. And so there's a couple of other things they added. Now if you'll notice, I took the repair tool or the multi-tool, whatever they call it now, multi-tool, Lilodelis multi-tool, and I beat up my ship quite a bit here, as you can see, because they also added a repair bay. And so you can only put it on a base. You can currently only put it on a base, so what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. And man, I just saw those turrets and I completely forgot that those were there. It just scared me. Okay, and we're going to get out of the ship and we're going to put this repair bay in here. Let's see, let's place it in here. So yeah, I crafted this thing. And let's see, is this thing... Yeah, now it's on. Is this thing on? Okay. So, let me get an external view, because I'm not sure how this works. I think it says it's supposed to repair like 500 points per second. So another thing they added is in the control panel. If you notice down here, it will tell you how many total health your ship has and what percentage is remaining. So yeah, kind of, this is all me. This is all stuff I did. So yeah, I just kind of walked around and ping everything. So let's see what this does. And hopefully it works, because if it doesn't work, I'm going to be in serious... I'm going to have some serious problems here. So it's still at 83%. Let's see, is it docked? Am I docked? I wonder if I need to... Yeah, I'll bet I need to do something like with factions or whatever. Let's see what faction this is. P... Whoops. Let's make this private. I'll bet that's what it is. Probably has to be my own faction. And I'll take this one, and we'll do private faction. And yep, there it goes. It goes right there. Okay, so if you look at here, everything is fixed. Everything is fixed. So the repair bay, that is awesome. Let's see. I gotta see. I have to see what it does. Okay, so is it not fixing it? It's not fixing it. Okay. Ooh, there's stuff. Look, there's little stuff going around. There's little particles. Little magic particles, repair particles. So, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so let's go up here and turn the ship on. I don't know if you have to be docked or what, so I'm curious to see how far away this thing will actually repair it. So let's get up a ways here and do some damage. And let's see what happens. Let's see at what point we start getting repair particles coming out. Come on, a little more, a little more. Let's see. Do you have? You might have to actually be docked on it. Let's see. I'm not sure what the deal is with this, what the mechanics are. Yeah, I'll bet you have to be docked. Because even touching, it's still not doing it. And does it have to be powered off? Oh, it has to be powered off. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's try it. Okay, we still have 27%. So let's power it off here and see if it repairs. Yeah, it does. Ooh. Can I run away? Can I escape the repair particles? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, cool. That's awesome. So it's going to come up here and repair the ship. That's really cool. So, yeah, and let me try this one more time. Let's see how far we can get this thing. Ah. Okay, so we'll get this up here. Whoops. And, wrong keys. Wrong keys. I'm hitting the wrong keys again. Okay, so we'll turn it off here. See what happens. Nothing. Okay, so it is pretty reasonable, I think. Let's see. One more try. And then we'll go. But yeah, that is the auto repair. And the other thing they've added is the mining, the auto mining. And so let me let this repair, and I can show you while. Am I just too far to see the particles or what? Huh, I guess it is closer than I thought. Because it should be going now. Is it? Or am I already repaired? Yeah, okay, that's why. Alright, so anyway, if you see here in my inventory, there are auto mining devices. And is that new? Is that a new bug that the tooltips go off the side of the screen? But anyway, there's an auto mining device, and so we're going to go down to the planet and check that out. So let me make sure I actually have, and I don't, so let me see if I have fuel, what kind of fuel I have. Yeah, let me go grab some fuel, and I will meet you guys on the planet in just a minute. Okay guys, we're back and we're on the planet, and I just ran into some deposits, so that's perfect. And I guess I'll have to take out this thing as well before we go do that. Now they also changed the blocks and the weights and everything, and so this ship is like really not what it used to be, handling wise. It does not have the same acceleration and stuff that it used to. I'll get rid of this plasma drone as well. And yeah. So, and they also changed, and I assume they'll be changing it back, but it's currently such that you cannot, whoa, yeah, I'm gonna crash into the ground. Your ship does not hover like it used to. Yeah, there's a lot of nasties here too. But yeah, your ship doesn't hover the way it used to, so like when you get out of the ship, it actually just crashes or drops to the ground. So let me get closer to this iron deposit here, if I can. Will it let me? I'm stuck on a plant. Man, this thing is really just barely able to move. Okay, so let's see, we'll get out here, and we will take this, and so we'll go over to the deposit, and what you do is you place this down. And you can see here it gives you blue areas and stuff where you can place it. And so then when you open the interface, it tells you, oh, can I not put hydrogen? Okay, let me see. I think I have fuel in my ship. So make sure there's nothing coming at me. But yeah, let's check the cargo boxes. I know I have stuff in my cargo boxes here. There we go. Okay, here's some fuel packs. Alright, so we'll try this again. And we'll go put some fuel in here. So one thing gives you 45 minutes, and you get 200 per hour, so what, 150 ores, so 300 ingots. Nice. And production is, yeah, pretty quick. And so as it goes, it just sits there and it keeps adding. And I've tested this. There's a bunch of stuff around here. I've tested this, and the, let's get off the ground. Come on. Get off the ground. Okay, I've tested, and the drones do not attack those things, unfortunately. They just completely ignore them. In fact, you can literally hide behind it, and the drone will not shoot at you because it can't see you because you're behind it. So because it doesn't have a line of sight. So yeah, it's kind of they need to make it so that you can, so you have to actually defend these things instead of just place them down and win kind of thing. But yeah, let's get this plasma drone out of here. And it always does this. And my ship does not have the kind of power that I was used to. So yeah, I probably shouldn't screw around with this on the planet. But anyway, that's how the auto miner works. Now, if I leave it on the planet, I would need to actually stay around it in order for the stuff to keep going, because like if I leave the planet and go back into space and build, it's not going to continue to produce ore while I'm gone, I don't think. So I am going to test that. So we're going to go back into space and we're going to do some building while that's happening. And so yeah, I will meet you guys back on the space station in just a minute. Okay guys, we're back, and one other thing that I wanted to show you from the experimental features is this registry here. And what it does is it will show all of your ships, and that's interesting. It's now showing 2 of them. So yeah, it's kind of buggy right now, but basically this will show all the bases. So like this is my base on Omicron, and I don't think it shows all of the ones. Oh cool, it'll show on map. That's pretty cool. Waypoint? Ooh. Yay, they're going to do that kind of stuff. Awesome. That's really cool. So yeah, this is going to be really nice based on Omicron. So I think you can, yeah, let's see, the control panel for Thermica Station. That is really cool. And so you can look at stuff. It looks like, so you can't actually access it to craft things. Yeah, which is cool because that would be really ridiculous. But yeah, so that's another feature that they're working on, which is actually pretty exciting. That's really cool. So anyway, I wanted to get some more building done here. Let me turn on my jetpack. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to put in like a veranda kind of thing. And so let me get an axis here. And we'll put these up here. Whoops. And of course, as I'm fond of saying, you turn on the axis so you can double your screw-ups. Oh man, this is going to take like forever to remove this, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to put up I don't know if veranda is even the right word for it, but like a kind of a landing pad, patio deck type thing. So yeah, that's the plan. And what I wanted to do was, let's see here, these need to be upside down. So what I also did was I went and converted a bunch of more of my iron to the thingies that whose name I can't remember now, the the walkway blocks. So yeah, I converted a bunch of those, and let me get this, because the walkway blocks only take 1 steel plate instead of like 10 as these blocks do, which is like, you know, obscene. So and I just did it again. All right. And so let's get these put on here, and then I'm going to want to put some corners, I think. So let me get this one and this corner, and I think this thing screws up the symmetry. So let's, and I really wish they would make these things a different color. I don't know, the gray, or put a texture, more of a texture on them by default, because this gray is like really hard to make out where things are. So let's get this put on. So I'm going to put these diagonals on here. And let me get the rest of these. Let's zip through the rest of these. Okay, so that is done, and I think I want to put these through the walkway as well. So let's do this, and not in the middle. And we'll get these put up like this, and like that, and then the rest is going to be walkways. So is that right side up? There we go. Okay. So we'll put the walkways here. We'll get them over here. There we go. And on this side as well. There we go. Like that. Cool. So now we have, we'll turn this off for a second. So yeah, now we have like a landing area where we can land our ship. Let's see if I can get it in there. And we'll land this over here. There we go. Okay, so now we have like a better place to land the ship. That kind of makes sense. And cool. So, and I can paint that up with some kind of landing zone type of thing. And yeah, I guess I need to get rid of those at some point too. But I think they're now up to 20 hits. It now takes 20 or 25. What is it? 20 into 500. So yeah, it takes 25 hits to remove one block now. And that isn't even, those are just regular blocks. Those aren't combat steel or anything. So am I using, oh, you know what? I'm using the tier 1 multi-tool. That would be why. So I need to find the tier 2. That would probably help. But I know I tested the tier 2 and it still takes, I think, 3 for the least, and then for the combat steel it takes 10 or something hits. But yeah, so at about this level I'm going to put in another floor, and this is the reason I made all of these things, because I don't want a zillion, I don't want to have a zillion, to have to use a zillion of these steel blocks. So we'll combine these all together and we'll put our axis back up. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to come out, let's see how many blocks this is. One, oops, I need to turn it upside down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blocks. Okay, cool. So I think what we'll do is, let me get rid of these. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come out 2 blocks from the outside and on each of these. Come on. It's going to do that to me. Okay. This is going to be a pain because I want to get, let me see. There we go. Yeah, because I want to make sure that I do 2 blocks out from each one of these. Come on. 2 blocks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I also want to do the same thing here. So we're going to come out 2 blocks, and we're going to come out 2 blocks, if it'll let me. There we go, and 2 blocks, and then 2 blocks. Okay, so yeah, if you want to do this, you can meet, because you end up getting messed up on the diagonals, so that's how you meet yourself in the middle with that. So I'm going to finish this ring around here first, very quickly. Okay, and now we have the walkway blocks. So I'm going to fill in another ring. I'm going to do a ring of 3 wide with the walkway blocks, like this. And so we'll go across, if it'll let me. And I always end up on the axis. So we're going to go 3 this time. 3, and 2, 3, 3, and we're going to do the same thing over here. So we're going to go 3, and whoops, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to be our next ring. So let me get this side matched up too. Okay, and then we're going to do the blocks again. So we're going to put in, yeah, okay, so I want to do these blocks, not the thick ones, because then from the underneath it would look ridiculous if you do it the other way. So I think we're going to go another 2 solid blocks, and so we'll go, if it'll let me, like this. And so I'm going to put this ring on. Okay, and then we're going to do another ring of the walkway blocks. So we'll start over here, and we're going to do 3. Are we going to do 3 or 2? 2, 3. Let's see. What if we do 3, then we're not going to have room for that. So if we do 2, yeah, I think we'll just do 3 and then leave it solid on the inside. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's do 3. Okay, so we're going to do this. There we go. And that just leaves us with this inner ring, which I think we can do like this with the solid blocks coming out. And then probably fill in the rest with the walkway blocks. Let's see. And maybe do a few more in here like this for decorative purposes, just to make it not be a bunch of simple squares and stuff. So there we go, and maybe even in here like this. Okay, so then we should be able to just fill this in. Let's see here. There we go. And this one. So that gives us, let's turn this off so we can get a look and see what it looks like. So yeah, that gives us another floor, and this can be like the production room or whatever. So I figured the upstairs would be the lounge. So upstairs we have the lounge type area and the landing dock, you know, the atrium or whatever you want to call it. And then I guess this would be the ventricle then, huh? But yeah, nerd jokes. Okay, so anyway, this would be the production room and that kind of thing. So this would be where we would put the storage and the constructors and the food and maybe the dining area and that kind of stuff, maybe even some living quarters. And then down here is going to be the machine room. Whoops, if I can get there. Am I moving? Am I floating or something? Here, let's turn the jetpack off and we'll just go down this way. And so one last thing I wanted to do before we finish up here is get this generator. So let's see, I put one in the queue. There we go. We have a gravity generator. And so we're going to switch this thing. There we go. And we're going to put our elevators in. Number 9. There we go. There's our elevator down. And our gravity generator can go over here. So there we go. So yeah, that's going to be it for episode 26. I hope you guys enjoyed. And join me in episode 27, and maybe I'll get some more of this laid out, I hope. And that's kind of twitchy on the colors there on the lighting. But yeah, maybe I can get some more of this laid out, and because I think the main structure is pretty much done. And I might even take some of these out if I feel like it. Might take some of these out and put some more clear ones in there, although I kind of like the way this looks, and I'll have to come up with some textures for it and figure out what this is going to look like, maybe a marble floor or some kind of checkerboard or something like that. But anyway, we will see you guys in episode 27. Later.